One of my favorite smells in the whole wide world is the smell of freshly baked cookies. Whenever I come home from a long day at work or a long day at school and I see that my roommates are baking cookies, I immediately just feel comfortable, I feel relaxed, and I just feel at home. This is probably because growing up, my mom once a week would make oatmeal butterscotch cookies. And I remember after a long day at school, I would come home and look on the counter and see this big plate full of these wonderful cookies. So today, what I would like to do is I would like to teach you all how to make these delicious cookies. And I'm first of all going to show you how to do that by explaining what ingredients go into these cookies, and then lastly by explaining why it's important to do separate bowls when you are mixing these. So first of all, with the ingredients, you will have some baking soda, we have sugar, salt, cinnamon, which is the key part, and then you have butter. And this is all going to go into one bowl. And then on the other side we have some brown sugar, we have flour, we have some eggs, and we also have vanilla, and we have the oatmeal, because you can't have oatmeal butterscotch cookies without the oatmeal. And the most important part though is these wonderful butterscotch chips, which go in last. So those are the ingredients, and the next thing that I'm going to talk about is the importance of separating them. Because in this first bowl here, you're going to take the baking soda, you're going to take the sugar, salt, the butter, and the cinnamon and put it into this bowl. And you're going to mix this. I like to leave the butter out like for a couple hours before, because then it softens and it's easier to mix. So in this one it's going to be the creamy ingredients because the butter makes it creamy. And then in this second bowl you're going to take these ingredients, the brown sugar, flour, eggs, vanilla, and the oatmeal, and you're going to pour it into this bowl. Then you're going to mix all those together, and this is going to be the dry ingredients. So once you have both of these bowls separated and all mixed together, you're going to combine them into one, and you're going to use a really good mixer. You can use just a hand mixer. We have a KitchenAid, which I like to use because it really gets it all mixed up. Now, why do you have to separate them? The reason is because with the butter, if you don't separate it and get it all mixed up first, then it can be chunky and your cookies aren't going to be as good. And then on this side, you have to make sure to get all the eggs mixed in very well. And if you just do it all in one big huge bowl, then they're just not going to be as good. So you want to make sure to do that. And then what you're going to do is you are going to preheat your oven to 375. You're going to throw these onto a cookie sheet and you're going to bake them for about 7 minutes. And on the back of this, where the instructions are, it says to do it for about 8 to 9 minutes. But I like to do it a minute shorter because then the cookies are really nice and chewy in the middle, and then the crust is a little crustier. So they're a little better. And so once you get all these techniques down and you do all of this, you're going to have a fabulous cookie. And I can guarantee that when your friends or when your family members come into your house and they smell these wonderful cookies, they're going to feel right at home.